Hello guys, this is Dylan from Dylan Trin Productions, and we're going, I mean me, I'm going to be doing a simple YouTube video on how to collect vintage railroad photos. This is going to be a short tutorial on how to collect them and how to, collect vintage photos. It's going to be a short one, but it's going to give you some of the information. So first thing you're going to need is to know where to collect your photos, and depending on where you get your photos from, it's usually eBay, then like 90% of the place you're going to get it from. The others are usually from people who own prints, to websites, to yard sales, even Etsy if you're lucky enough, but I don't know, but so yeah, it's gonna be your best bet that eBay is your best choice. And so what you're gonna do is choose the railroad that you wanted to collect. And so that means whatever railroad you love, it could be an existing railroad to fallen flags. It's usually dependent on what's your taste, really. So after that, then you just collect the photos. Now, it's dependent on what you want to collect: steam, diesel, electric, whatever, narrow gauge, standard gauge, miniature gauge, whatever you choose, it's your own opinion. And so after basically that, you could get what you want into cart. Now, depending on you getting one photo or multiple photos, there's also photo lots, which is basically a bunch of photos into one, you know, listing compared to one photos here, and so it's kind of dependable on you, and so it makes it a very kind of like a very unique, I guess, experience really. And collecting photos is always a joy for me. I really love this hobby. And so after you purchase the photos, all you have to do is wait till they arrive. But I would say be very careful. There are a lot of scammers out there which ended up stealing other people's photos, printing them, and giving them to you instead of the actual print of the slide. So be warned of that. The best way to find those kind of scammers is to look at the quality and look at there's a copyright watermark. You can find if you find both of them, that means that it's stolen. That means it's stolen, and don't buy it right away. But like some people can be falling for this trick easily. For example, I have, but that's kind of learned that lesson. So be very careful when you look through eBay. And and basically, when you get the photos, or if you get it, or sometimes your photos will take forever to get there. It will take months, even months and months, even though it will take a couple of days. But sometimes it happens if your photo doesn't come on time or it comes very late, you could contact the seller, but they can only do so much. They might contact like what post office your prints are getting. So it's kind of like, you know, give or take basically. And now, storing the photos is you store them in a drawer, a simple drawer like, I don't know, the drawer you basically you put your clothes in. So the drawer is your best option, and you'll be very successful in keeping them safe place. If you want to keep them protected, have like a folder or a manila folder or something or even a small plastic bag to keep them in, keep them safe. And not just prints, but also postcards or smaller prints, postcards, but prints are much smaller than your average huge print. And I like collecting postcards because they're very much easier than compared to regular prints, and it's more durable. And so, and it's basically a good hobby and hobby to show to your friends. You could share them basically anywhere. The only thing I don't recommend is to keep them like far away from your work office, really, especially if you're eating or drinking. And that's what I was going to say. Don't like eat where your photo is. Like, for example, if you're eating lunch and there's a photo next to you, unless it's protected by like plastic, then you could do so. But if it's not, then put them away right away, because the food crumbs or some of these splashes can land on that, can ruin your print. if you're wearing plastic, you only think of ruin is plastic, so you're giving a huge risk. But other than that, it's a very nice hobby. It's one of those hobbies that it's very, I guess, underrated in terms of, in my opinion. You don't really see that compared to model railroading or general rail fitting. So, yeah, that's really it. As a simple, kind of simple, short but sweet YouTube video on how to collect vintage railroad photos, and I'll be doing more of this kind of style of production in the later future. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.